Hey guys, what is up? Grunt right here. I'm back here today for a brand new video. We're continuing the Lara Fabian saga on this channel together today with another request from Kevin from my Patreon. I am living for these requests. They're absolutely amazing. Today we're going to be looking at Lara Fabian's performance of I Guess I Loved You. Another amazing song. I cannot wait to see this performance from her today and chat all about the awesomeness that is everything she encompasses. If you're new here to the channel, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you like what you see, and feel free to head on to my Patreon and become a member today. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Before we begin today's video, once again, if you're new here, I am happy to have you here. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and head on to the Patreon to become a member for exclusive access on content from me and the community. Now let's get into it.
Now, tomorrow is all there is. No need to look behind the door. You won't be standing there no more. I had my chance to dance another dance. I didn't even realize that this was all love. No lies, then I lost you. Oh, I guess I loved you. Oh, less than I should. Now all there is me and me. I turn around and all I see the past. Forever left our destiny. Now, tomorrow's a mystery. I cannot live without a dream, vanishing from reality. I wonder now, would you come back to me? Now that I finally realize you are my home, you are my life. I need you. I guess I loved you. Less than I should. Now all there is me and me. I turn around and all I see the past where I have left our destiny. Whoa, I guess I loved you. Less than I should. Another time, another round to mend both of our broken hearts, to tell you how much I can love you now. I guess I loved you.
Whew, sheesh. Oh. Now, that was difficult to watch without getting a little teary-eyed there. Absolutely just insanely amazing, if that's a word or words. Thank you, Kevin, again for the request. telling you, every time I think I can't be outdone with what I see from this woman, just takes it to another level. Once again, another example of how subtlety can be powerful. I said in the last video, it is such an valued sentiment in the entertainment world these days. Well, in general, it's just more is always, seen as more impressive. One thing I learned, I'm telling you, in the, early stages of my own career, a lot of times what one person out of the whole bunch views as impressive is not what the rest view as impressive. It's those little subtle moments sometimes that you're not sort of used to or expecting that have the biggest impact, not just vocally, emotionally as well. A lot of times, if you're watching and listening to somebody, you can really be taken back just from little things that they do that conjure a certain, feeling within yourself. You know what I mean? Or that remind you of something, or bring back a memory, or just, just revamp something, that you have been through, or something from your past, or something that's been on your mind, etc. It's little things that you, like just little moments that she had vocally in there that really can have that much of an impact on somebody, and she just displayed it at an astronomical level in this performance. She had a couple moments of those really, impressive, histrionic sort of belty moments, but they weren't over the top. I'm always saying that about her. She knows exactly where to place everything, and in this performance, she had more of those really vulnerable, delicate moments than more of the show-offy power moments. And even when she does have those power moments, it's never just a technical thing. It always invokes as much emotion as it does technical, ability. And that's what I'm about. You guys know, if you're not from this channel, you better get to know, because that's what I'm about. If you are going to give, a technically great performance, that's wonderful. We always love that, but there needs to be that emotional connection as well, or the performance was for nothing. I don't care what anyone says. That is the bottom line. What really stood out in this performance for me, well, within a lot of her performances, of the ability she has to go from really slow phrasing to really fast, and she continues to do it back and forth, almost similar to the way you would think a rapper has different flows and different speed, contrast in different verses and different songs, etc. Lara Fabian does that with a lot of her performances, the way Barbra Streisand did also, and a lot of Barbra, especially what Barbra did with a lot of the more theater Broadway stuff. A lot of times she was in a very fast-paced phrasing in some of the lines in the songs, and Barbra Streisand and Lara Fabian are both two of the only people that I can think of that do it as well as they do, and it's a very hard thing to do. From experience, if you do not have your breath control, mastered to a certain extent, there's just no way you can get through the performance doing it, because you really have to know exactly when you need more breath, when you need less, when is too much, and there is such a thing as too much, when to, all these things come into play, and you have to know when you're going to need to, utilize those skills and knowing where to go when really fast when you're doing this kind of performance with the fast and slow, the fast and slow, because if not, you're going to run out of breath at, the wrong times, and it's going to become obvious that you're struggling to the audience. And I've said it before, me personally, the first thing that makes me lose interest in a performance is when I see a performer, thoroughly struggling. I just feel you lose confidence in a performer, and it shows you that they either weren't prepared, they didn't take the time to prepare, they didn't get enough rest, or they just aren't, trained correctly, or they're just not there in their craft yet. You know what I mean? And just Lara Fabian, this performance showcased that to the fullest extent of her ability, like I said, to, switch on the, those really, really, fast-paced moments and just go right back into the resolve of the slower pace, and to continue to do the back and forth with both throughout the entire performance without losing a step, without showing any sign of fatigue. And it's not only impressive to watch, like I said, it's also adds to that emotional impact that the performance has on the audience, and certainly to me. I loved the look of this performance from the beginning with the sparklers in the background. I love how she was just sitting on, just sitting down, delivering that level of a vocal performance, not lifting her head necessarily, not, showing strain in her neck, not reaching for anything. Just sitting there relaxed as can be, like she just woke up, and just delivered probably one of the best vocals you could ever wish to hear in your life, like it was nothing. Because like I said, she is a pro, and all of these things that she has mastered obviously took training, but she naturally has the ability within her. I am always saying this on this channel, there is a very, very big importance on training and mastering your craft, but if you're not born with the sensibilities and the natural know-how and the natural instincts, training only goes so far. You can't create this level of a vocalist and a performer without having the natural ability. And I am always watching examples of both, especially online, because so many people these days have a lot of confidence, and that's great, but a lot of times these people are naive, and they believe everything that they hear from all these quote-unquote online teachers who are not teachers, all these gurus who are not gurus, trying to coax people into believing that you can create something out of nothing. And that's true for something, but when it comes to being a great singer and a great performer, you're not born with the innate sensibility and the natural gift. No amount of coaching is going to take you to this kind of level. That's just the way it goes. End of story. I've said it a million times. I will preach it till the end of time. I don't care. You either have it or you don't. And when you have it, that's when you train it. That's when the vocal coaches come in. That's where all that enhancement comes into play. But if you don't have it to begin with, there's no point in any of it. You know what I mean? She is just one of the most gifted people to ever grace this earth, and she obviously was born that way, and the training took her, to the next level with it all, and that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it is. Don't like it too bad. I could go on and on, but this was just a masterclass in every single thing you need to know vocally, and just as a performer in general. Absolutely. Like I said, such a delicate, stripped-down performance, but just such an impactful performance at the same time. I can go on and on all day, but you guys know exactly where I'm coming from. Thank you once again, Kevin, for this request. This just completely knocked me back, almost had me teary-eyed as per usual. She is just one of the most shockingly, amazing, just musicians, not just a vocalist, songwriter, musician, composer. I mean, she is just involved in every process of the performance landscape, and that's one of the main things, one of the, things that's so different from her versus the rest. She is one to, she's just one of the best I've ever had the pleasure of witnessing. I'm going to say it a million times, and I cannot wait to see more from her coming soon. Thank you so much for joining me today for this reaction video. Please, if you have not joined this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe, leave a comment down below, give the video a thumbs up. It all helps. And once again, head to the Patreon and become a member and have exclusive access on content before anyone else does. I look forward to our next reaction coming soon, and I will check you guys later. Peace.